Like animals.
Like animals.
Michelle calls her son Ian her big 3-year-old who shaves.
He needs 24/7 care. He needs help in the bathroom. He needs help getting dressed.
And he will always be this way.
He is autistic, that is who he is, right? And he is just more severely on the spectrum.
But spend time with Ian and you see he enjoys life.
I have an idea.
You have an idea? What's your idea?
He has a basement full of toys and videos. He takes walks.
And where are we going to go?
But this was not always the case. In his early 20s, Ian began rapidly declining. Doctors prescribing anti-seizure, antidepressant, and antipsychotic drugs, which he took multiple times a day.
He was becoming much more self-injurious. He would harm himself. He would just bang his head until he bled. Sitting in a corner all day, crying, screaming, banging their head, unable to communicate with you, unable to be touched.
In 2014, Maryland legalized medical cannabis. Desperate to help her son, Michelle began researching its benefits, ultimately discovering the particular plants that contain chemicals that help Ian.
How about this?
Stop hitting your head.
Yes, we don't want to hit our head.
Today, she carefully selects, grinds, and heats the plant and then puts it in pill form that Ian takes 4 times a day.
And it's medicines to him. He would not be here without it. I do not believe that he would be here without it. He was that ill.
Cannabis and 1 antipsychotic once a day. That is all Ian takes today. What Michelle has seen in her son prompted her to apply to the first master's degree program in medical cannabis ever offered. And after 2 years of intensive study, last spring she and 129 other students earned their degrees.
Am I reaching to say this is cutting edge science that you're working in here?
Well, we certainly think so. We certainly think we know that our students are trailblazers.
Dr. Sarah runs the master's program. She believes her students, who come from all over the world and from the medical, business, and research professions, will lead the way in the growing cannabis industry.
We teach about how it works in the body. We teach about the benefits. We teach about the risks and potential side effects as well. We really try to make this a balanced, science-driven educational program.
Risks: cannabis is psychoactive, so it obviously can get people high. Benefits: the plant contains hundreds of chemical components, including THC and CBD, that there is evidence humans have utilized for centuries.
Seizures is one condition that we actually do have a pretty solid body of evidence for CBD oil. And there are other conditions, things like chronic pain, muscle spasms, chemotherapy-induced nausea and vomiting.
And Michelle would tell you whatever challenges her son.
He is operating at a better level than he ever has.
Ever in 29 years?
Ever in
Wow.
29. He talks more. He does not have to wear a helmet all day long, but he can also communicate with me. He will let me hold his hand now. I'm not trying to cure the autism out of my son. I am trying to let him be his best self. Yay! Good job.